And now, from the snackiest place on the planet Earth, Pasadena, California, it's snack time.
Back in junior high school. Welcome to Snackboy. I went to White Oak Junior High, and in my French class, one row over to my right, one chair behind me in a kind of diagonal way, she sat. Her name, Jennifer. Her occupation, goddess of love. In my eye, the apple. Yes, people, I had a crush. And remember in the first grade when I had a crush on that girl, Corey? Well, remember what happened with that one? She sat right beside me, and my penis was out of my pants that day. You can go back in the archives if you never saw it. Yeah. Every time I've got a crush and the girl sat near me in the room, something embarrassing would always happen. Well, this day, in the 7th grade French class, I was thinking to myself, I have to let this girl know my feelings because they're too strong. They have to be let out. The world must know that I love Jennifer. And Jennifer was always so nice to me, even though I was, kind of the geek. She was always nice. She didn't make fun of my last name. She didn't call me Crumb Bum. No, not Jennifer. She was special. And I remember the day I finally had the guts to bring the note into the classroom, the note that said, Jennifer, will you go out with me? And because of her disarmingly charming, wonderful laugh and the way her eyes lit up when I would say something and she would just like it, I just thought I had a chance. I said to myself, this is going to happen. This is for the first time a crush is going to go my way. It's not going to make me a stalker. It's not going to make me embarrassed. No, pouring my heart out like this, finally having the guts to do something, this is going to work, and it's not going to backfire this time. Not this time. So I slipped her the note. You know how in school, in junior high, it was cool to, I don't know if it still is, but back when I was in junior high, it was cool to fold up the paper into that like origami kind of thing where it forms like some sort of funky shape. Well, I folded it up as much as I could, and I passed it to Jennifer, and she unearthed its secrets, and she unfolded its tangles and webs, and she sat there, and she looked down at it, and she read it. Will you go out with me? And she looked at me, and I gave her a dorky little smile, and she burst into tears. And she burst into tears. I'm not saying she frowned. No, the girl burst into tears and went to another girl across the aisle for a big hug. And I'm thinking to myself, those didn't look like happy tears. Those didn't look like, oh, thank God, Terry asked me out tears. They looked like, oh, my gosh, oh, my God, tears. So right away, I did what any red-blooded idiot would do. I apologized. I actually apologized. I said, I'm sorry, Jennifer. I'm so sorry. If I'd known that you didn't like me, I would never have asked you. If I'd known it was going to make you cry, I really didn't mean to make. And she looked at me like, what the hell are you talking about? And I said, I'm just going to shut up now. Well, later that day in the hallway, I found out the good news. Her parents were getting divorced. Thank you, God. I know what you're saying, Snackboy, however could you be happy that someone's parents are getting divorced? I was ecstatic that her parents were getting divorced. She wasn't crying over my note. No, she was crying over her parents' divorce. Oh, rest assured I never went out with her, and rest assured she pretended like she never read the note, but that's okay. Lack of interest is okay. Bursting out into tears is quite another story. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, hallelujah, it was a divorce. If you have an embarrassing story like that to share, please post it on the message board or email me personally and I'll talk about it on the air. Of course, it has to be specific to embarrassment due to the fact that you asked someone on a date and what they said back to you and what they said back to you. If you think it's funny, at the time it might have been tragic, but if you think it's funny, please share with your snack family. And until tomorrow, I say love you, miss you all, I'm homesick, and don't cry for me, Laurel, Maryland.
Cut.
Good night. Good day. Goodbye.